Take a break from your busy schedule and join Harold Sala for Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living.
Opposites attract, but when there are too many differences, opposites repel. He likes to sleep with the windows open. She likes them closed. He's a night person. She's a day person. He prefers country western. She likes classical. She's well organized. He's a take-it-as-it-comes person. Before they married, they both admired in the other the very characteristics which later became annoying. Over a period of time, those differences in personality escalate to Cold War status. Discussions become arguments. Temperatures heat. Each expects the impossible of the other. Instead of attacking the problem, individuals attack each other. Neither is willing to compromise, thinking that yielding is losing, when both are losing far more than they realize. The joy of first love is tarnished. Romance is replaced with rebuff. Love is still there, but it's wounded and bleeding. Can this marriage be saved? Ask the advice bloggers who dispense advice quite freely with no personal stake in the results. Dr. Paul Popenow, who was known as the father of marriage counseling, believed that any marriage could be saved when two individuals want it to work. I'm convinced that he was right. Needed, however, is a large dose of commitment with a massive infusion of self-discipline. When a couple realize that a marriage is going the wrong direction, and they understand that selfishness, I've got to win this one, threatens their future, and are willing to recognize that what is happening is nothing less than sin in the eyes of God, some strong measures can turn the situation around. The following guidelines can reverse the trend. Guideline number 1, tackle the issue, not each other. Realize that harsh words must go. Can you stop once a habit has been established? Yes, with God's help and discipline you can. Guideline 2, learn to communicate your feelings. Instead of saying you, say, this is how I feel when you say this or do this. Think and think again of the consequences before you say you. For centuries, the Sphinx stood in the shadows of the pyramids outside of Cairo in Egypt. But today the image of the grand old monument is badly pitted and scarred. Why? Soldiers, not understanding what they were actually doing, used it for musket practice. The damage was done. Get help with talking about feelings now before even more harm is done. Guideline number 3, refuse to let a relationship with one you love degenerate to a battle of sharp words. Take the words of James 3 and put them on every mirror in your home. This powerful text reads, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue also is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It is a restless evil full of deadly poison. If you must, bite your lip until it bleeds, but refuse to say what will hurt the other. Guideline 4, focus on what really counts, your children, your faith, your true feelings for each other. Guideline 5, start praying together every day, and yes, as you talk with God, swallow your pride to confess your failure and ask His help in being the person He wants you to be. You have everything to gain, nothing to lose.
You've just heard Dr. Harold Sala with Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living. If you would like to listen to the program again, download a copy, subscribe to our e-commentary, or view other resources, visit guidelines.org. We would like to hear from you too. You can email us at info@guidelines.org. That's info@guidelines.org. Thanks for listening, and we invite you to join us again for the next edition of Guidelines.